Hello everyone and welcome back to your piano lesson. If you are here for the first time, I am Gianluca Fronda, your virtual piano teacher. If you want to discover interesting facts about me, you can watch the introduction video of this channel. I'm leaving the link in the description of this video, where you will find also the link for my artistic channel, Gianluca Fronda, pianist and composer, if you're interested in original music and covers. Talking about this channel, don't forget to subscribe and let me know about yourself by commenting. Tell me when you have started, if you're finding my channel interesting and you're improving your skills also thanks to my videos. And don't forget also to share with your friends if there is anybody interested in piano music, anybody that you know. So now time to go to our lesson. And today is time for the second video of these music theory lessons. Started just 1 week ago. Today I want to clarify a few points that have been simply introduced in the previous video and will be developed. Today we start anyways finally from the 7 notes, because I don't want to assume that you know. Might be possible that some of you doesn't know, or maybe doesn't know that he knows already or she knows already the name of the notes. The notes today in the UK, in America, and in many countries speaking English are called using simply and only the first 7 letters of the alphabet. We call the notes A, B, C, D, E, F and G. They are 7, same as the 7 days of the week, same as the main 7 colors of the rainbow. This number is quite magic. Anyway, so 7 notes replacing the 7 Italian notes Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Si. In English, as far as I remember, in the past they were calling them Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti. So the last one, instead of being C, S-I was T. Indeed, today I'm writing also the name. I'm saying Italian because they have been taken from an anthem written by Guido d'Arezzo. They were the first 2 letters of the lines of this anthem. And in reality, at the beginning, the Do was called ut, but let's leave this complicated aspect of the name of the notes for now and let's write them down. By the way, here you find again written in a much better way what I explained in the previous videos, where I've shown for the first time the name of the notes in the British way and the American way, plus the symbol used for them. Here they are much more clear if you want to use it as an example. So regarding the name of the notes, name of the notes, or notes name, they are A, B, C, D, E, F and G. And the whole name of the notes was, we have to start from Do, and that is corresponding to the C. So it was Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La and Si. It was all starting from the Do. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Si. In general, maybe you heard many times some students, some child starting playing from the C. Indeed, this is exactly what probably you will do as well. All my students starting from scratch, they start playing the middle C. And indeed, in the previous lesson, I've been talking about the middle C. Yeah, the middle C, you see? I explained that is the note that is in between the 2 staves. I'm not going to repeat that long explanation related to the staves, to the lines, to the position of the mid, the note in between the staves. Anyways, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Si, they correspond to C, D, E, F, G, A and B. But in English we start from A. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, calling them from the A. Then we have to also finally now try to learn how to place the notes on the stave. This is the second most important point of this lesson. Assuming that you have watched my previous video, in case you haven't, I suggest you to do. We have clarified that the stave is made, the stave is the name of these 5 lines that we need to write down the notes. It's made of 5 lines, 5 for the right hand notes introduced, opened by the treble clef, 5 for the left-hand notes, introduced by the bass clef, and the 4 spaces in between these 5 lines. Now the notes, these circles, will have to be placed exactly on these 5 lines or in between the lines. Today I want to start from the 5 notes on the lines in treble clef and the 4 notes in the spaces in treble clef. I'm going to draw the treble clef, and I'm going to use a simple basic circle. The basic circle, for example, is the one of the 4 counts notes called semibreve or whole note. So 1 is a semibreve, 1 is a whole note, many semibreves, many whole notes. So here we are. On the first line we are going to discover now which one we have. When we say that we have to write them on the lines, they have to be exactly half above and half below the line. The second will be here. The third will be here, the fourth will be here, and the fifth will be here. I repeat, half above and half below. We are simply focusing now on the 5 notes on the lines, and they are obviously using the English names, not anymore the Italian ones. They are E, G, B, D, and F. E, G, B, D, F. This E, G, B, D, F for many students is an acronym coming from, pay attention, I will write now in a vertical way, coming from, I want to place simply some number, 3, 4 and 5, simply imitating the lines, the 5 lines. So it's an acronym coming from every good boy deserves fun. For many is food, something else. Anyways, whichever way is fine. It's important that you remember E, G, B, D, F. That could be every good boy deserves fun, football, fudge, whatever you like. Every good boy deserves fun is more than enough for me. E, G, B, D, F. Now let's pay attention, because we have to talk about now the 4 notes in the spaces. E and G. In between them, in the alphabet, is there anything? So in between E and G, what do we have? Let's try to check. E and G, they have F in between. Indeed, F will be the first note. Now I'm writing the 4 notes in the spaces exactly here. So the first note that we will find in the first space, because let's remember that we count from the bottom space to the top one, or from the bottom line to the top one, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is the first space. It's F indeed. And now let's check in between G and B, since we are going to use just 7 letters of the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F and G. From between G and B, G straight after it, which one does it have? Obviously as the A, because we restart again. It's obvious that now we have to check 1 second the way the keyboard is made. The keyboard is made of many white keys, many black keys. The black keys are less than the white, but we will develop a little bit later. But let me introduce now 1 second. Do you notice anything specific on the keyboard? It seems that sometimes we are missing something, isn't it? We are missing a black key, because assuming that I want to start from here, or why not, from the left side. So I have a white key in between, a black key. Oops! Here I don't have it. Let's check now. 2 white keys, a black key in the middle. Oh, interesting. 2 white keys, a black key in the middle. Oops! I'm missing it again. And as you can see, this is the way it's made. In general, we have the black key in between two white keys, but sometimes we are missing, and we have to say thanks to the great engineer that made the piano in this way. Because in this way it's very easy to find the notes. And it comes out, excluding now this black key at the beginning, that we have blocks of 2 black keys and 3, and 2, and 3, and 2, and 3, and 2, and 3, 2 and 3, creating a pattern. Now, it obviously means that the sound that here is just before the block of 2 will be also here, but simply higher in terms of vibrations, yeah? Do they sound the same? Yeah, they are the same note, simply higher in terms of vibrations. Now, why am I mentioning this? Because as soon as I complete one block of notes that we will discover what is what I've just played, I will start again. And so on. And that's why also the notes in theory, they do exactly the same. As soon as I finish the package of 7 notes, I restart it again, and I would have here again A, B, C, and so on. Okay, you getting it? So after the G, obviously I have the A. And indeed, we said that in between the E and the G we have F, and it's been clarified. Now let's see, in between the G and the B, which one do I have? The A, that was the first one of the pattern of the block of 7 notes. And indeed, I can write easily that in the second space I have exactly A. And we will see what comes out connecting these letters of the alphabet. Let's see now which one is the next one, the third one in the space. To find the third one in the space, let's check 1 second. In between now the B and the D, which one would be the note in the third space? Oh, we have B and D here, and in between there is the C. Here we are, is the C. So you are understanding that you skip one note following the alphabetical order, and you move to the next one. And this is easy now to understand that in between D and F, in between them there is D, and F in between they have the E. And here we are. E. Fantastic. And connecting these 4 letters of the alphabet, the word that come out is face. In this case we don't need to refer to anything strange, typical, but we simply read the name that comes out by connecting the 4 letters of the alphabet. Okay? So we have clarified now which ones are the 5 notes on the lines, which ones are the 4 notes in the spaces, that obviously could be written now also one after the other one to make it even more clear. Starting indeed from the first, we have, I write maybe bigger the ones on the line and slightly smaller these ones, just to help you visualizing them even better, yeah? But they have to be identical, don't get me wrong. The circles are always the same. I'm doing just to help you differentiating the names. But they have to be identical. So we have E, then F, then G, then A, then B, then C, D, E, F. I have combined the 5 on the lines and the 4 in the spaces, creating this. But why not maybe introducing also something that one of them has been already introduced, the middle C, the one that we call middle C, the one that is below the treble clef stave, but also one in between them. So I write again the E now, yeah, here. I want to add one more. So E is here, okay? You remember that I have told you that the C is the one that is written here with a small line in the head. We have clarified that this is a small fragment of the 11th line. You remember this line in between? If you haven't watched the previous video, the first one, I invite you to watch because I have clarified very well the meaning of this small line in the head of the middle C, that is a small fragment coming from this invisible 11th line, and I've used an old Italian book where everything was explained very, very well. Now, if this is an 11th line that should be at the same identical distance from the first line, same as the distance in between the first and the second, second and third. In between them, if this is the C and if this is the E, according to the alphabet, in between C and D, I have the D. The D will be the circle touching the first line. Here we are. And I want to do something more. I want to let you understand that the D should have, to be very honest, should have a small invisible line, as a small invisible line underneath, because indeed this is the line that goes from the head of the middle C on. But obviously we don't print it down. It helps you understanding that the C is a note on the line, the D is a note in the space, but we don't mention it many times just because you simply learn that this is the C and this is the D. But in reality this is the situation. Here we are. We have clarified now also the C and the D, and indeed they should be added before these ones. Why not doing it now? We have C, D, E, F. Now I'm drawing all of them same identical size. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. And then we will go on, but let's stop at the F for now, yeah? Okay? Now I want to clarify a few more things that I have already explained in the previous one. I've introduced more than explained. I've been talking about the time signatures. The time signature is placed straight after the clef. Today let's stick to the treble clef, yeah? So, after the clef, at the beginning, you will find immediately a time signature that I said could be 4 on 4, could be, let me leave a bit of space, could be 3 on 4, could be maybe in the next page, why not? Oh no, I can write it here, in this way we stay here today, we don't move. And could be also 2 on 4. What does it mean? Let's clarify that it means that you have to. So we have to, first of all, try to understand that we have to organize the musical material, so the notes. We have to organize them, because it would be really complicated if we have many notes. Imagine, for example, reading my music sheet, yeah? Many notes not divided by using these bar lines that I have introduced the last week. It would be really complicated. We have to try to understand where we are in the bar. The position in music is expressed in terms of on which count of the bar I am, in which count of the bar I am. And indeed, when we are in the 4/4, we clarify that we have 4 counts in this measure. We clarify that each measure or each bar, as I have mentioned the last week, has to be made of 4 counts or 4 beats. For example, now let's carry on with some example. For the last week I gave you these simple example using 4 1-count notes, and I told you that I can draw the bar line. 2-count notes, and I can draw the bar line. 1 big 4-count note, and I can draw the bar line. 1 more. I can do even more. I can start taking different values and using the same bar. Indeed, let's try to complicate a little bit more today the situation. For example, I start anyways from a big 4-count note, and today I want to start from a middle C in the 4/4. I can draw the bar line because this is 4 counts, and I can draw the bar line. As soon as I get the total amount of counts, I can draw it and close the bar. Now, I want to proceed obviously with another very easy example. 2-count notes, 2 plus 2, according to what I've told you the last week and written better today, is 4, and I can draw the bar line. Let's carry on with another very easy example. 4 1-count notes, as I did also the last time. Indeed, I can draw the bar line. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 4. But today, why not combining different values? For example, I can use 1 of 2. Then I'm going to write one note here that you could even tell me which one is the C, because we are in the third space. But I can also use two one-count notes. Why not? 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. And I can, also in this case, complete this bar. And I can do something else. I can invert the order of these notes. I can start from 2-count notes, so I can start from 1-count note, 2 1-count notes. I want to come back, obviously, yeah? And then I can use one that is 2 counts. And this is another opportunity that I have in terms of rhythm, because indeed, obviously, combination of sounds, of music values create rhythms. And then I can do even more. I can do 1 of 1 count, pay attention. I can have 1 of 2 counts, 1 plus 2 is 3, and I can also, now, I can add, finally, the one that completes the package. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 1 is 4. Here we are. These are all the possible combinations that you can get using simply and only the first 3 music values. The 4-count notes, semibreves or whole notes, 2 counts, 1 count. Here we are. These are all the possible combinations using all the possible rhythms that you can get by using 3 values. What about the 3-4? In the 3-4, you can easily understand that the goal is the one of reaching 3 counts in total. By using simply these values, you understand that I can't use at all the 4 counts note, because it's exceeding. And indeed, the only 2 that you can use for now are these and these, the 2 counts and the 1 count. We will learn that there is another element that we can add to these 2 counts to make the 3 counts note. But for now, let's use simply what we have. So I can do indeed 1 middle C, 2 counts, and 1 D, 1 count, and I can complete the bar. And this is the first option that I have. 2 plus 1 is 3, and I draw. Why? Because I have to reach 3. And I can do the opposite, starting from 1-count note, and then the 2-count notes, and this is the second option that I have. 1 plus 2 is 3, and I can draw the bar line. And the last option that I have, using simply these values, is to use 3 notes, each of them worth 1 count. Here we are. By using these 2 elements, the 2 counts and the 1 count note, these are the only 3 options that I have. 2 plus 1, 1 plus 2, and 1 plus 1 plus 1. And now let's talk about the 2/4 time signature. The options are even less, because I can use 1 note of 2 counts, and it is the minim or half note, and I have to immediately draw the bar line, because obviously my goal is the one of completing 2 counts. 1, 2, and I have to draw. I can get 2 notes of 1 count each, and it's all over. Game over. I can't do more. Obviously you can have fun playing thousands of 2 counts notes on the stave, many 1 count notes, then you will learn more values, but using these elements, that's all. You can't do more. 1 note of 2 counts, draw the bar line, and 2 notes of 1 count, draw the bar line. That's all regarding the time signatures. We have clarified now the meaning of 4 on top of 4, 3 on top of 4, and 2 on top of 4. The top number gives you the quantity of the beats, of the counts. The bottom number tells you the quality. We have 4 beats, 1/4 each. They can be obviously included in the big semibreve or whole note, the 4 beats. They can be 2 in 1 note and 2 in another one, or 4 expressed in this way. But anyways, the meaning is 4 counts, and each count is 1/4. When you are in the 3/4, you have 3 counts, each of them 1/4. Either expressed in this way, 1, 2, 3, or expressed using 1 and 2, or 2 and 1. Anyways, we are getting 3 counts, each of them 1/4. In the 2/4, 2 counts, each of them 1/4. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's all. One more thing that I want to clarify today is the reason why I told you in the first lesson that the treble clef can be also called G clef. I told you that we have to start drawing the treble clef from the second line, and then you make this kind of circle, you go up, you go down. And why? Because on the second line of the treble clef, indeed, we have the G. Here we are, this is the simple reason. So the things to clarify, to introduce, to explain are so many. Today I'm stopping exactly here. So I really hope that I have clarified everything properly, that it was all clear to you. If you didn't get any of the things that I've explained today, I would be very happy if you could comment underneath. Let me know what you didn't get, what you would like to understand more. But be advised that many videos are about to arrive, are about to come, because this is a simple start, this is a simple slow introduction. If it's the first time you're landing on my channel, thanks to this video, don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next one. Thank you, bye.